In my last video I done some just mentioned about making some trophies, and I'm now working my way through those, and some people have asked about actually the process of making these and the machining side of it. So I just thought I'd show you a video of the setup on the laser and actually one of them being cut and engraved. I built the laser machine probably several years ago now, and it's been working really well. The laser tube in it is a 60 watt, which is obviously enough for what I need to do. I just cut plastics and mostly timbers on there, and engrave plastics and timbers also. But the trophy, I've just got a piece of acrylic in there now, and in a little while I'll show you that actually being cut and engraved, as well as the setup on the software. All the trophy files were all generated in AutoCAD, just in a 2D plane. So what we need to do now, we've got the LaserCAD software open here, and we're going to bring one of the trophies in, which we're now going to cut and engrave, which is the Shore Junior Most Fish Points. So first of all, we need to reverse the image, because we laser engrave from the rear. So what happens is when you turn it around the other way and look at it from the front, it gives like a bit of a 3D type of look to the text. So that's why we always engrave from the rear on clear perspex or acrylic. So now everything is on a single layer, and as you can see over here it says cut. So if I was to machine this or laser cut it, it would cut the whole lot out, which we don't want. So the center portion which we need to engrave, we need to put that onto a separate layer, and in this case it's a blue layer. So now we've got two different layers here. We've got blue, which is engrave, and black, which is cut. And all the parameters for the laser's power and the speed at which the laser is going to travel are preset. I've already done those. So what we'll do now is we'll download that to the laser cutter, and then I'll show you it engraving and cutting out the trophy. A friend's asked me to see if I can repair this. What it is a small air powered detail sander. There's normally a belt go around this part here, and obviously you use it like a small linishing belt or sanding belt. But what he's done is he's dropped it on the concrete floor, and it's snapped this part here. So what we're going to try and do is see if we can weld that back together. I don't know how successful that will be. It depends on the quality of the aluminium. Normally decent make air tools, this one is a good make. The cast aluminium is normally a reasonable quality, so we should have some success. But the other problem of course is it's quite thin here. So I might do a bit of build up work across the back here just to add a bit more strength. But we'll see how we get on with welding it anyway. It clamps around the main part of the body there, so what we'll do is we'll set this up. I'll put a washer in here, like so, and then that will give us our space. And if I get that lined up and give that a tighten, that will hold that together for us. So what I'll do is I'll V this out and try and remove some material and get it as clean as I can anyway. and then obviously we'll have a go at welding it. So to weld it, I'm going to be using some 4043 TIG wire. It's got like a component of silicone within that wire. I can't remember now. I think it's around 5%, which is good for casting, welding cast aluminium. So anyway, we'll go into the shed and we'll get the welder set up, and then we'll have a look and see how we get on. that's the welding done. I've built it up a bit across the back here just to give it some support. So we'll see what happens anyway and see whether that lasts.